Hi guys, I'm lying in the soil right now, talking to you to talk about your health, but your health of your brain. And the reason why I'm doing this video lying in the grass and on the ground is because I have this little guy that I'm taking care of. I just planted a sunflower, and guess what? I've got a tiny little worm here too. And the reason why I wanted to do that and show that to you guys is because some of us are having a little bit of trouble. We're feeling a lot of different feelings, and if we can put names to some of those, maybe some anxiety, or maybe some sadness, maybe a little bit of afraid, and maybe just bored. And so when we're feeling a lot of those hard feelings, it's really important that we take time to take care of something else, because that makes us feel really good inside of ourselves and makes our bodies feel good and allows us to be in a moment with something else other than our own needs. So I'm here because I want to encourage you to get something that you're taking care of, whether that's a chore around your house that you do every day for your parents, or a little plant that you're growing. I love gardens because you can take care of different plants. There's lots of jobs all the time, lots of work to be done. But also you get to know all the little creatures that you're also taking care of, like worms and the bugs, and you're making sure that your environment is staying healthy. And you get to be outside. The second thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was paying attention to how you're feeling in your body. So our mind and our body are really connected to each other, and it's important that you check with how your body's feeling, especially when you're having some hard feelings. So if you're feeling sad, you might not even actually notice that you're feeling sad yet, but you're gonna notice how you feel in your body first. So, or if you notice that you're getting mad at somebody a lot, you might notice that, and then you can check in, how do I feel in my body right now? And then if you start to recognize that, you might get a sign earlier on and then know, oh, maybe I need to take a few deep breaths or ask somebody for help. And you can always ask an adult and say, I'm not feeling good and I don't know why. That's really common. All the way through your life, it will probably be common that you might have some feelings and not really know why. And right now, especially because there might be lots of different feelings in your house. Your parents might be feeling something that you don't know if they're feeling, but you can tell. Or maybe your siblings are, so your sisters and brothers, might be feeling something that's coming into your body, but you don't really understand it quite yet. So what I'm going to get you to do right now is stop for a second. You can close your eyes or look down. And the first thing I want you to do is pay attention to your pulse. So your pulse is the blood flowing to your body. You can feel it right here. But that same feeling, we can sometimes feel it in our fingers or our toes. So the first thing I want you to do is pay attention. And then I want you to pay attention to how your breathing feels. So I'm breathing on purpose there, making a deep breath, but we breathe all the time, right? So let's just not focus on, just look at your knees or close your eyes. Notice how your breath is feeling. Okay, now that's a really good start because you're just paying attention to your body for a second. So if you're starting to get frustrated about things, you can pay attention to your body for a second, say, oh, that's what those things feel like. Now, what are the bigger feelings? So sometimes when we're feeling afraid or anxious, our heart feels really fast, or it can just feel like heavy, like heart, like you're like, wow, my heart kind of hurts. Or you can feel like in your shoulders, maybe your shoulders are hurting. Maybe they're not hurting, but they're just feeling a little bit funny. And so I want you to take the time today to just notice that. And the next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna do a little bit of a thing called progressive muscle relaxation. And if you do counseling with me, then you've done this before. So I'm going to guide you through a little bit of it's kind of like a guided meditation, but for something very specific, paying attention to our bodies. So we're going to do that all together. I'm about to pause this video so that I can go get a stuffy. And I want you guys to take a minute to go get a stuffy from your room. It shouldn't be huge, something you can put on your head. Again, If you're in my class or if you do counseling with me, you'll have done this before, so you know what kind of stuffy you want. One that balances well, because we're gonna sit really still with it. So everybody go and get a stuffy from your room. Okay, I have a giraffe. It's a tall one, so it might be hard for me, but anyways. So what I'm gonna do is I can, again, close my eyes or look down. And to start, I'm gonna breathe deep into my belly, to my diaphragm actually. So deep down so that you can put your hands on your belly to pay attention to your breathing. And go. Blow up your belly and out. Hold. Blow up our bellies and out. Good. Okay, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our faces and we're gonna make a really funny face. Still keep your stuffy balanced on your head. We're gonna make a really funny face while keeping our stuffies balanced. We're gonna scrunch it all up top, up towards the top, so like your cheeks are reaching up high. And relax it. Next, our jaws right here. We're gonna tight, and let go. Now we're gonna do our whole face. Ready? And let go. You might have done your neck at the same time I did a little bit. Next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna tighten our shoulders and our necks really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then let go. Feels nice to let go of it. Now what I want you to do is you're gonna put your one arm on this shoulder and one arm on this shoulder, and you're gonna squeeze a really big hug. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And let go. Okay, now our tummies, sometimes they can hurt. It can feel like a really bad tummy ache when we're not feeling good inside them. So that's because your tummy actually slows down how it's getting your food inside of it, and it changes when you get stressed out. So if you're having a little bit of tummy pain lately, that might be because you have feelings that you don't really know what they are, but they're hurting in your tummy. So we're going to hold onto our tummies tight. You can do your fists with them because it feels good, and let go. Now we're gonna do our bums. Ready? We're gonna do hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. Now your thighs, so the top part of your legs. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. And your feet. Ready? Your toes, scrunch them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let go. And if you're having trouble sleeping, you can do that before bed too. You can lie down on your bed, scrunch your face, your shoulders, your tummy, give yourself a big squeeze of a hug. And sometimes I do it more than once. So if there's somewhere in my body that I notice hurts a lot, when I do it, then I'll do that part of my body 3 times. And if it hurts a lot, maybe you're going too hard. But if I'm noticing that it's letting out my stress, then I'll do it more than once. Take your stuffy off your head. So that my 2 tips for today are to check in with your body, know how that's feeling. Make sure you're drinking lots of water because it's sunny out now. And then also find something to take care of. That's gonna help you a lot. All right, I miss you guys all a lot, and I hope you're enjoying being outside in the sun, and have a great afternoon.